Hi everyone, Carol here from Carol's Crafty Ways. Sorry I haven't done much videoing. With being poorly, I kind of got behind with a lot of things and I'm just trying to do catch up. And I'm still not quite right anyway. So I haven't been doing an awful lot in the craft room. I've been just playing around with some techniques. But today I've got Lavinia out because I've got a bit of a catch up with Lavinia that I've got to do. Excuse me, because I've bought the new launch and then there was the launch before that and the launch before that, so I'm doing a lot of catch up. So I thought today we would go to Lavinia. Excuse me. And what I'm going to use today is this little chappy, which is the large Hummingbird, and I'm going to colour this in with some iridescent paints. These are Cosmic Shimmer iridescent watercolour paints, and I've had them a while. I think there's other makes out there that you can get, but I do quite like them. And I'm going to use VersaFine Clear, and I'm going to use embossing because I'm going to emboss the image so that when we colour it, it's got a nice crisp black to it. I'm using Elements inks today. I've got Russet Orange, Sundance, Della Blue, brushes, one for each, and then I've got two stencils out. I've got the Pebbles, I think this is called, and I've got one of this is just one that I made, that I cut the centre out. I'm going to get both the innie and the outie, as I call it, and I'm going to actually mount it on craft card because I bought these craft cards a while back and I haven't actually used them, so I kind of think those colours look nice for craft card, so I'm going to use craft card on it. Okay, and I've also got out the art felt verses, and I'm going to use the birthday wishes just for you stamp out of here. Okay, so I have got my stamping platform which I'm going to use. This is watercolour card. It's smooth watercolour card, and I'll just tell you what size I've cut this to. This is just under 6 inches by just under 6 inches square. Okay, you could do it 6 inches square, it doesn't really matter. It's just how I cut it to fit on the craft card. Okay, so I'm going to stamp him in the centre of the card, like so. And then I'm going to take my anti-static bag so that we don't get static powder where we potting powder where we don't want it. Just down. Okay, and then we'll stamp him. Now I'm probably going to have to stamp him a few times because it's on watercolour cards, so it doesn't always stamp first time round well. Oh, so we'll do him again. Plenty on. And one more time. Now I'm just going to take this because I want to make sure that, yeah, that's fine. He is actually in the centre. Now we'll take some. I'll just pop this to the side and we'll pop embossing powder on him and heat him up. Okay, I'll just do this off camera. go. Pop this back in the jar. And then these paints react with water. So before we started, I did squirt a little bit of water into them. I might need some more. But what I'm going to do, just a tad, is I want it pretty thick. And then I'm just going to paint. I need a little bit more water. I'm just going to paint random sort of feathers. Nothing, no sequence to it whatsoever. But just randomly. And the beauty of it is, because you've I said I was doing it random, but I have gone to the third one. The beauty of it is that it stays between the lines. Because you've embossed it, you've got that little bit of a sort of ridge, which means it doesn't go out the line so much. Gives you that better control. Okay, now I'm just going to take a baby wipe and just clean this brush off from the blue. And then I'll go into the yellow. So you just activate them with a bit of water, and I did put a little bit of water in beforehand just to save a bit of time. But it does sort of soak into the paint quite quickly. I'm just going to do yellow. I think there's another make of paints called H2Os. I think they're very similar. So I think these are still available from Creative Expressions. I think they sell them. I think they're their own make. Sorry if my head's in the way, but I do tend to. Okay, and I'm going to go to the bronze. I just cleaned my brush on a baby wipe. Yes, that's dried up. So it was a good idea to spray them before we started, because they do take some mixing to get to the right consistency. And then this one is bronze. I should just fill in the gaps now. And that's it for the bird. What I will do, they do dry pretty quick, but I'm going to give it a blast. we go. And then I'm going to take the circle from the middle and I'm going to place him centralised as I can. I'm not bothered if that tail goes out of there a little bit. And then I'm going to take Sundance, which is my first ink that I'm throwing across the table. And I am literally going to take it from the palette to the lid and then from the stencil all the way around. To give that yellow glow. I just find taking it from the stencil gives you a much better blend. Trying not to move it. Then I'm going to take Russet and go round the edge, but I'm going to take some off. I am going over that yellow slightly. I think I told you that this was watercolour smooth card, so it just blends quite well. All the way around. Okay, then we're going to take Della Blue and I'm going to go around the edges with Della Blue, and it will give you a sort of greeny, this green effect around the edge of the card. Mixed with that sort of orange, you get this really lovely sort of green. Okay, so I'm going to leave that at that. I want a small stencil brush. I'm going to take a small stencil brush now, and I'm actually going to go round the edge with that Della Blue, just gently. And as I say, you get this lovely green. And then back to my russet orange brush. I'm not putting any more ink on the brush, I'm just blending that in so it's not as... Okay, and that gives you that look. Okay, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take this one, pop that on the top, then this pebble one over the top of that, And I'm taking Della Blue, and as I say, I'm not putting any more on the brush at the minute. I'm just using up what's on the brush. And I shall take it from the lid, take a bit off, because I do not want this really, really too dark. You think there's not a lot going on, but when you take it off, there is. Okay. Trying to match that up again, but I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Okay. I don't want it too dark. Then I'm going to take my russet orange, and I shall lay it that way. And I'm going to go round the edge in russet orange without hitting the middle section where I've just gone over in blue. And I should just move that down. And add this down the bottom like that. And I am happy with that. What I might do is I might just go round again, just with this, what's left on. I'm not putting any more on, just what's left on. Just to highlight that edge a little bit more. And we've got a bit of a white gap there, so I will, sorry. Sorry, that's my phone. And I shall just take just a little bit around the edge where that white is, just to cover that up. It's where the stencil's moved, but it's easy rectified. Okay, covered in ink. So let's get a baby wipe. Let's get a baby wipe. Let's get rid of this. Pop that to one side. Just going to do that a little bit more. Okay, now I'm going to take the With Love stamp, which is just a small one, a little block. And I'm going to do third generation stamping around the edge. Yeah. Just random. Nothing sort of, again, just random. Don't want it dark. You could use I Come on, the grey one's called. Is it Morning Mist? You could use that one. Just like that. Okay, while that's just drying, I am going to stamp Just For You and Birthday Wishes. Again in VersaFine Clay. This is just another piece of watercolour card. Hold it there for a second, being watercolour. And then the Birthday Wishes. These are both Lavinia as well. That's moved, so we'll stamp that again. Better. Okay, and I want those to just dry for a minute. We may have to blast them, but I'll come back to this. I'm going to take my Sharpie pen, which is here, and I am just going to go round the edge, so you just get that detail black edge. Okay. This can now be stuck onto our craft card with a nice border. Feeling that this might be blocked up because I haven't used, oh no, make sure it's opening the right way. I'm just going to pop that under something to just settle. We'll give these a blast because we need to cut them out. And I want to cut them quite close. Birthday. And I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going to go around the edge with the Sharpie. Really just a quick card today. And pop these now on here. So yeah, sorry about that, the doorbell rang. So that's it. Really, really simple, but I kind of love the bright colours. So yep, I will put that under something every now, and thank you for watching. If I can ask you to like and subscribe and share, I would be really, really grateful. And hopefully I'll be back soon with some more fun crafting. Thanks for watching. Bye.